Hello Aquarius, this is your November 15th to November 30th, 2016 read. For the main read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot again. Very much love this deck, and I'm going to use the same accompanying deck because I feel like they go well together. Saints and Angels Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. As usual, already shuffled, so we're going to get right into it. Okay, interesting. Okay. Okay. As we're going into this time frame, the overall energy is kind of like, it's very reinforcing of each other here. We have the 8 of Rods reversed, and we have the 8 of Swords upright. Couple 8s here. It makes me feel like you're almost there. It also makes, but the way the cards are, I'm seeing the cards, I feel like things are kind of stuck, not moving. You're kind of feeling stuck in the situation. Things aren't moving forward. You want to move forward, but you can't. But the 8s are coming really strong for me too. Like, it's almost to the point, almost to where you need to be. Almost there. I get that almost there feeling. It's so close, but you can't go any farther. It's really kind of obnoxious is kind of what I'm feeling. Like, it's like, I feel like it's a little agitating for you. When I look at this card, this is how you're going into this time frame. I feel like you have tried a few different options, and you have 2 more left, but you have to wait for the last 2 to be filled. Like, I feel like these cups were filled, and they spilled. I feel like these 2 cups are empty, and you're just waiting to have them filled, but it's just the waiting. I feel like the waiting is a little aggravating. I'm getting that again with this card. The next card is the 7 of Rods, and as it goes forward, I feel like you're keeping a positive outlook as best you can, and you're kind of like waiting, but you're going and you're keeping things going. I'm getting like the status quo. I'm getting status quo. Like, you're just keeping going, status quo, keep going, same way I've always been, that type of feel, or at least this part where you need to be. It's interesting because I think you were the one that I had a lot of cards missing at the bottom before, and I'm getting a lot of cards missing, although alright, we have 2 cards for the bottom now. They're oracle cards, though. And, I feel like, I know it says move, but I feel like this person is stretching and just kind of like getting ready to do what they need to do. And I feel like they're looking deeper in the situation, decide what they want to do. Like, whatever the situation is, the environment around you, whatever you're waiting for, like, I feel like that entity or person is taking their time and really like using very thoughtful, like thinking things over very carefully before proceeding any further. Okay. On the upswing, at the end of this time frame, I do feel like things move forward. I also feel like you kind of push them forward. I feel like you wait, and you wait for a while, for as long as you feel necessary, and then I feel like you kind of push things into motion, and that makes you a lot happier. Whoever you're waiting on, whatever the situation is you're waiting on, something happens where you're able to push it forward. You're able to go forward, and I really feel like when I see the Chariot there, I really feel like you're pushing it in, like you're like charging into the arena, like it's time. We're gonna do this, and whatever, if it's a situation or a person, I feel like it becomes a little stressful for that person or situation. I can understand how it would be stressful for a person, but I'm trying to understand how it would be stressful for a situation. Almost like things are a little bit premature, but it can start now, so you do start it now. That type of feel. And I think that's the 9 of Pentacles, if I can move my finger. Yep. that's kind of how the situation feels to you. You feel really good about it, and you're happy to go forward with it. You're ready. Like, as far as you're concerned, it's good. Time to move forward. Let's move forward. As you do move forward, I feel like it gives you more insight to what you want to do next, or how you want to proceed next. I feel like the stagnating part here, I feel like once you start moving forward, you're going to review, like, why did it stagnate? Why did that happen that way? And what can I do next time to be ready for this? Or, you know what I mean? I feel like you're just, like, trying to figure out, like, why did that have to take so long? Because I think you're looking at it like, I'm the one who finally got it to move forward, so maybe next time I won't wait as much as I did this time. That type of feel. Okay. Okay, I'm getting no more oracle cards. That's kind of interesting. But hey, that's what we're doing. I feel like I'm getting this feeling like the cards are here, all the messages are here. I know that I'm trying to get away from recapping, but I seem to can't stop myself from doing it. I do feel like this time frame is a lot about you waiting, and just it's like stagnating, and you don't like it, and you're just like, you feel like you have to wait for the other person or situation to move forward. And I feel like they're stretching, and I feel like there's a lot of just, oh, what do I want to do? Let me look at this a little closer. And I feel like that's how you're viewing it too. Like, you know, like, we don't need to wait. We can move forward. And I feel like you're getting along with people, and you're kind of doing the status quo. And then just it comes to a point where you're just like, listen, we've gone over this 3 or 4 times. We're just going to move forward, and this is what we're going to do. I really feel like you're the one pushing it forward. I really feel like that. And you're very comfortable and happy with that. The people on the other side, they feel a little stressed and burdened, because I feel like they need to do certain things for this to move forward, and that may be one of the reasons they procrastinated, because they don't really want to do what needs to be done. Like, I feel like it's a bit for them. But nonetheless, things go forward, and I feel like once they're moving forward again, I feel like you're reviewing it and looking at it and like, did this really need to take this long to go into the next stage? Like, should I have really waited, or should I have just pushed it forward in the beginning anyway? I feel like it worked out well because you learned a lot from it, but in the end, I really feel like you're the one pushing it forward, and you're happier when you do. Of course, let me know below how this affected you. I always like to know how readings affect people and what the situation is, if you want to share, of course. If you want a direct read from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral, @gmail.com. Thank you.